Hello and welcome back to the Movie Memo Recaps. Today we are going to recap a 2017 action thriller named Hitman. Keep alert, spoilers incoming. The opening scene is in a facility where young bald boys are receiving barcode tattoos and special training that involves hand-to-hand combat, and those that try to escape get eliminated while those that succeed grow to become professional hired hitmen. We move to London, England, where Interpol agent named Mike Whittier has just returned to his home at night, and on reaching inside he puts down his gun and badge but suddenly gets shocked by the presence of a hired professional hitman named Agent 47, who informs him that his family is safe. Mike wonders if he wants him dead, but instead Agent 47 informs him that he would have done it already in the morning before he asks him why he's been running after him. We flash back 3 months to understand how things came to where we are now, and it's in Niger where it is revealed that Agent 47 works for an international network known as the organization which trained him to be a hired assassin, and he is their best. A gangster named Ovi is accusing his brother of theft but suddenly realizes surgical marks on him which later result into an explosion, and it turns out to be a mission by Agent 47. Mike meets the Niger police and informs them about Agent 47, but they take it as a myth and believe Ovi was killed by his brother, though Mike informs them on how dangerous Agent 47 is and accuse him of over 100 deaths. Now in St. Petersburg, Russia, Agent 47 is trying to have a whiskey before a woman tries to open up a talk with him, but instead he just ignores her and leaves as he is cold and has no feelings according to his training. He moves to his room and set up traps before going for a shower and later communicate with his handler named Diana, who thanks him for the job done in Niger and later hand him his next assignment, which is to eliminate the Russian president named Mikhail Belikov, and it must be done publicly. He receives all the information he needs on Belikov and learn of his brother named Yuri Belikov. The following day a large mass is cheering for the arrival of Mikhail Belikov and move out for an interview, but shortly his bodyguard gets shot before shooting him as well by Agent 47, who destructs his rifle and leave. He moves to the central rail station to leave but suddenly receive a message from his handler, who informs him that there's a problem as there was a witness on his recent assignment named Nika and he needs to eliminate her. He moves to confront her, but surprisingly he realizes that Nika doesn't seem to know him but suddenly realizes it was a setup and escapes. At Pulkovo Airport, Mike has arrived for further investigations and hunt for Agent 47 and suddenly receive information of the hotel where Agent 47 could be. Agent 47 contacts Diana on who wants Nika dead, yet she never knew him, but shockingly the news report Belikov to still be alive, and he inquires the client behind the assignment. Mike and his partner arrive at the hotel where they find Russian FSB who are under the orders of Yuri Marklov, who conflicts first with Mike as Yuri orders his men to move inside and shoot 47 on sight. Diana calls 47 directly and inform him that the client was Belikov himself and that his location is compromised. The FSB step on his traps and suddenly an explosion kill the FSB agents as 47 escapes to move down and get his guns as the hunt for him begins. He shoots 2 agents and move to open the elevator shaft frame to slide down and kill all the FSB agents inside and set it down, where Mike gets informed on the massacre and run after 47, but as he gets a good chance to have him, a room attendant shows up giving 47 a chance to escape and jump into the water, leaving Mike stranded. On checking the room where 47 was, Mike notices a briefcase among his items as 47 changes his clothes to go for Nika. Mike steals one of the devices upon seeing Yuri, who now wants both parties to join hands, though Yuri believes 47 works with CIA and asks Mike to back off the case according to the law, though Mike questions him how Belikov is still alive because 47 doesn't miss. 47 moves to Nika's apartment disguised with flowers and capture her forcefully to take her out and drive to an abandoned place where he asks her if she had seen him before the time on the street, and she denies. He asks how Belikov is still alive, and she informs him that Belikov had a double before asking her about Yuri Belikov and asks her to go with him since someone wants her dead. Mike meets FSB captain, who informs him that most of the transport routes have been closed apart from one railway where he decides to go. 47 and Nika are at the station as well as Mike and his partner, who are so keen hunting for him, though another assassin is waiting for him as well. 47 comes disguised and lure the assassin to follow him as Yuri arrives, but 47 keeps going slow before jumping to escape from his fellow assassin who start to look for him everywhere. 47 suddenly engages him and inquire why they want him dead as Nika is running for survival, but 47 suddenly comes across 3 other assassins from the organization who were sent to kill him. He convinces them to die with dignity, hence dropping the guns, and a battle of blades opens up with a 3 against 1, though 47 manages to defeat the first 2 and finish them easily. He gets into a hard fight with the remaining assassin, which gets tense before finishing him off Oswell and move back to the first assassin, who he finishes before seeing Nika. He seems to be bonding with her but suddenly shoots Mike's partner on the arm as Mike shows up, and he shoots him Oswell on the Amor vest and move to finish him, but Nika stops him. Yuri meets Mike to give him a final warning that he should leave the case, but instead Mike just insults him and leave. 47 and Nika are now in a car where he informs her never to interfere his work again as she stopped him from finishing Mike. She informs him of her sad story, how Belikov forced her to be a whore, and how he mistreated her, and inquire if he wants to kill her, but he says no and warn her not to interfere with his job before taking a rest. Yuri moves to the office and call his boss thinking they are on a secure line, yet Mike is spying the conversation after his move when he touched Yuri, but suddenly get interfered by Yuri's men who inform them to leave the premises. 47 arranges a meeting with CIA agent named Smith, who informs him that the real Belikov's opponents ordered the hit on him and replaced him with a double who is loyal to them. It is revealed that 47 has been working with CIA and inquired the whereabouts of Yuri Belikov, which Smith provide to him, since the CIA also want Yuri Belikov eliminated because of his crimes in arms dealing and slave trafficking. He gets informed that Yuri is about to meet another man named Price, but the two haven't met before, which prompts him to start looking into the files of Price. 47 and Nika travel to Turkey and move to a hotel, though she leaves her outside and move inside for observations and later move out after making reservations Oswell. Mike and his partner discover about the double of Belikov after realizing that Belikov was one time in 2 different places at the same time. While at dinner, 47 intentionally takes a drink that belongs to Price but return it as Nika tests his observation abilities, which are quite impressive, but shortly Price feels unwell and gets taken to the washrooms where 47 follows them but get checked before moving inside. He gets his gun and shoot the guard and drug Price, killing other guys, and leave with Nika immediately. He moves to meet Yuri Belikov posing as Price, but Yuri blames him for the late show up as 47 sits down, but Yuri gets tipped off that 47 is not the real Price. Yuri starts to showcase his weapons, tempting to see if 47 has any knowledge about firearms, and suddenly 47 insults him that most of the weapons he has are fake, forcing Yuri to shoot at him but miss, sparking off a fight in which 47 manages to wipe most of Yuri's men. The fight gets tense as he runs for safety, and later explode them before finally finishing Yuri and return home. In the morning they set off and drive towards the border while cracking some jokes, and Nika informs her about her dream to have a vineyard. Mike realizes a key among 47's items with words, "Trust in God," which makes Mike wonder if 47 is religious. 47 informs Nika that he is about to leave as he needs to finish off Belikov, though Nika feels sad, but 47 proceeds to give her the last instructions of safety, and when she asks his name he informs her that they were not given names but only numbers and he is 47. Yuri meets secretly with Belikov's double, who informs him of the pain he went through to have the surgery on him and blame him for his failure to eliminate 47, but Yuri informs him that 47 will come himself, and it's where they will get him. Mike gets approached by his boss, who informs him that Yuri submitted papers for him to back off after the death of Belikov's brother and that the FSB accused Mike for going beyond the limits, though Mike says they are covering up before the news confirmed that Belikov would attend the burial. While in one building, Yuri gets a strange feeling and move to check out, but suddenly gets kidnapped by 47, who ties him up in a bathtub with barbed wire and warn him about the electricity that could finish him off if he fails to cooperate. He informs him that when the time is up he should order his men to assassinate Belikov, or he himself would die, but Yuri says he is just a bureaucrat, but instead 47 just leaves him with a toy confirming he was at his home. It's the funeral day and Belikov arrives, though a Russian general confirms the security has been strengthened. And Belikov moves into the cathedral where he begins to give his speech, though Yuri tries to communicate with his men. While Belikov is still giving the speech, Yuri tries hard to find a way out and finally give his men the command to kill Belikov and suddenly shoot at his bulletproof glass and break it. Everyone gets distracted as Belikov gets escorted to a secure place, but while on the way they fall into 47's trap, who wipes away all the guards and take Belikov forcefully as he clears his way moving up the cathedral, which the general reports to Mike and that he would be trapped, which Mike wonders before realizing the words on the key he has are on the cathedral. 47 gets attacked by another assassin from the organization who he engages in a close combat and managed to finish him off as Mike gets informed that the key opens the Archbishop's chamber. 47 confronts Belikov's double why they wanted him dead, but he informs him that he can't stop something that they invested millions of dollars in, which only angers 47 to shoot him dead. On learning Belikov's death, the Russians start to shoot at 47 with a chopper, but he runs for safety. Not until when the chopper leaves, 47 moves out to sit down and wait for anything next, and suddenly Mike comes in to open the door and order for his arrest, but 47 doesn't seem resistant at all, which makes Mike wonder. They put him into a Mercedes-Benz G500 to leave, and he asks him if this is a worthy ending, and 47 confirms it before the team gets surrounded by a CIA fleet led by Smith, who brings about a diversion, giving 47 a chance to escape without Interpol's awareness and later apologize to leave Mike stranded. We move back to the opening scene as 47 asks Mike why he was running after him, and Mike informs him that if someone becomes a threat, and most especially to his family, he doesn't rest without putting him down. He realizes that leaving the key was a plan for 47 to be extracted from the cathedral by Mike, and 47 shows him a corpse which he should show to his superiors and inform them that it's 47 who he killed with his gun, and then 47 warn him not to go after him or Nika again and leave. Later on in St. Petersburg, Nika has received some items from FedEx as 47 watches her from far, and he turns to a corpse of another assassin who he tells that
I told you to leave her alone.
And later leave, bringing the movie to the end. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.